Good day, everyone. We're looking at Module 9, gradually coming to an end of this course. So, on today's module, we're looking at protecting and sharing Excel files. And in this module content, we'll be looking at the importance of Excel file protection. We're looking at password protection and restricted editing. We're looking at protecting your workbook structure. We're looking at professional sharing methods. We'll also be looking at managing permissions and version control. We'll be looking at best practices for safe collaborations. Now, by way of introduction, Excel workbooks often contain sensitive information such as budgets, staff data, marks, business records. Without protection, formula can be edited, sheets can be deleted, and confidential information can be shared incorrectly. Now, this module focuses on the practical protection and safe sharing methods used in workplace. Now, why does Excel protection matter? That means the importance. It prevents accidental changes to formulas. It protects confidential information. It keeps reports accurate and trustworthy. It avoids damage when files are shared. Now, what are some of the key protection terms you should know? We'll be looking at password controls. We'll be looking at password protection. We'll be looking at restrict editing. We'll be looking at protecting workbook structure. We'll be looking at what protection does not do. We'll be looking at sharing mails. And lastly, we're looking at collaboration best practices. Now, let's look at what it means to encrypt. So encrypt means to lock, something that is secure. That's what encrypt means. So encrypt with password controls file access. It means to protect the sheet control cells editing. Now, let's go down to set password. How to set password for a sheet. Now go to file, go to info. You can see that this is already protected. It's already protected right now. Put in your password, Excel. Yeah, okay. See that this workbook, it is protected now with the password. This workbook is protected. Now, how do you protect your sheet? Now, how you protect your sheet is also very, very simple. Now, you go to your review tab. You go to your review tab. Okay, one sec. Go to your review tab. Okay, trying to get. Okay, go to your review tab. Now, go to protect sheets. Then click the password you want. Let's say Excel. Then re-enter Excel. Now, why that one I taught just now locks the entire workbook? This locks only the one sheet. As you're locking only this working space, so that you cannot edit. You cannot edit it. You cannot do anything on this until you unlock the cell. So you cannot do anything basically until you unlock it. So how do you unlock it basically? You go back to your review, go to your own protect sheet, put in the password Excel. Then okay. Now you can edit freely. Now you can edit freely. It's very, very simple. Now, let's go to protecting workbook. Now, put in Excel. Okay. Now, you have protected the entire workbook. So you can either do it like this, or another method is to do it like what? Like this. It's very, 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 very simple. It's very, very simple. How you can protect the password. It's very easy. Now, you can protect each sheet. I can see that this sheet is not protected. You can protect the sheet as well. Excel. Okay. Re-enter the password for confirmation. Okay. See that? You can protect this sheet too. So you cannot edit this sheet too. So one sheet can be unprotected, the other sheet is what? Protected. So it's very, 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 very easy. Okay, this one is not protected. To set up this comment is very, very easy. Now, you can go to file. You can go to um, restrict access to. You can restrict access, but you have to connect. So we cannot really connect now. So go to open read access only. See that? So now it has been locked. So 1 or 2 has been locked to protect. You see that, right? Look at this. A password is required to open this. 1 or more sheet have been locked. Now you have. Now let's see unprotect. Let's see what happens. See that? See that, right? Very good. Now let's say let's see this now. Okay. So that's basically how to lock your entire workbook or lock your worksheets and all of that. It's very, very, very easy. You can also restrict editing. You can also restrict it, like I said, the same thing as locking your worksheet. You can restrict the editing. You can lock the formulas too. Once you lock your worksheets, the formulas is locked as well. Now, what are some of the advantages of restrictive editing using protect sheets? Now, only the user can edit it because you are the one that knows the password. You can lock your formulas, your headings, your totals. Now, it also allows safe data entry without damage. You can come in and they just want to edit. Nobody can touch it and all of that. Now, what are some of the disadvantages? Hiding sheet is not security. You can still see it. Formatting does not restrict access. Then lost password may be difficult to recover. Now, protecting your workbook structure. Now, that one is very, very simple to see. Now, come to protecting your workbook. Let's go here. See structure. Now, Excel. Now, enter. Now, you cannot change your structure. You cannot change the page layouts. You cannot do any of that. You cannot do anything here because you have locked the structure. Unless you open it, it will be showing like that. So you have already locked the structure. You cannot do anything. So that's it. Now, how do you share Excel using mail? What are some of the tips? Use clear and professional file names. Avoid sending password with the file. Send view-only files when editing is not required. Email attachment can cause version confusion. Now, what are some of the tips sharing by cloud? Share one junk file using a secure link. Assign view or edit permission carefully. Use version control to restore mistakes. The best method for collaboration is using cloud. Now, what are some of the managing permissions and version? Decide who can view and who can edit. Use version number V1 and V2 and final. Prepare view only and edit versions. Now, prevent confusion and mistakes. Now, what are some of the best practices in collaboration? Because this is basic collaboration. Now, protect your formulas but allow data entry. Use clear file names. Maintain a change log if needed. Share only with required users. Now, in this module, you have learned the importance of Excel file protection. You have learned password protection and restricted editing. You have learned protecting workbook structure. You have learned some of the professional sharing methods and tips. You have also learned managing permissions and version control. Lastly, you have learned managing permissions and version controls. Like I said, you have learned best practices for safe collaboration. Now, this module focused on protecting and sharing Excel files professionally. You learn how to apply password protection, restricted editing, protect your workbook structure, and how to share files safely using email and cloud platforms. These practices has helped you to learn how to reduce errors, protect confidential documents, and support professional collaboration. So in the next module, we'll be finalizing this course, Microsoft Excel. I will see you in the next module and the final module. Thank you.